Yes,
Welcome, everybody. I want to present Joyce Mandell. She's with us today, and the subject matter today is about happiness and how important that is these days. And when you're looking for a job and staying positive and letting the negativity just relax, just let it go. So, without any
further
further talk
ado.
from me, please, Joyce,
Well,
enlighten us with your wisdom.
oh my goodness. I think Jose gave me too much credit. Hi, guys.
Uh,
I'm Joyce. And hi, AJ. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Do you go by AJ or is
Anne is fine.
Anna's fine? I like AJ better.
So,
That
please
makes
yourself.
that makes me happier. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And welcome Jane and welcome Jose. And hopefully we'll get more people. They'll just come in.
Yes.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So what we're doing, just a little bit about me. I actually live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So I'm coming to you live from my living room here with the air conditioning on because it's about 85 degrees. It's very windy today and it's warm and yeah, it's pretty. It's sunny. Um, and I was telling Jose that have lived in South Florida for a very long time since college. And I did a lot of things. I was a special ed teacher, and then I moved to I was the last 15 years, I was an employment specialist. So my job was to really help people to get jobs. And most of them, believe it or not, were youth between the ages of 16 through 21. So I have great stories about that. But happiness there was very hard for me because, when people quit their jobs, oh my God, I have to, Colleen entered. S- Um, so after that, I decided to go into Toys R Us, which made me very happy. And I did the hiring for 3 stores and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved the kids. The parents I didn't like that much, but the kids I loved. I loved hiring. I loved working with the cashiers when they would say to me, oh, I'm great with the customers. I said, great. We're looking for really positive people. And then I would go online and hear the cashier tell the client to shut up while she was online complaining. I said, you can't do that. You have to, well, Miss Joyce, I have no patience for these people, so I did a lot of that too and loved it. And then decided just to go into my own business. So that's where I am now. So because of COVID, I had to go virtual. So I learned how to Zoom and now I like Zooming. I don't want to go back to in person. I kind of like it out of my own living room. It's kind of, it's kind of cool. Anyway, so today we're going to do happiness and it's very interactive. So I'm going to call on you guys a lot. And first of all, okay, I just no. Why am I last? They're scanning. Okay, so happiness is that feeling that comes when you know life is good and you can't help but smile. It's the opposite of sadness. Happiness is a sense of well-being, joy, or contentment. When people are successful, safe, or lucky, they feel happiness. Okay, so happiness is a feeling that comes when you know life is good and you can't help but smile. So when you smile a lot, I really think that that means that you're kind of happy. And of course, it's the opposite of sadness, and it's a sense of well-being, joy, or contentment. And when people are successful, if you have a really good job and you make good money and you're happy and you feel safe, you're happy and you feel lucky, you're happy. And that's just the best feeling. Happiness is absolutely the best feeling. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay, first of all, Miss Jane, what season of the year are you the happiest? And South Florida doesn't have any season, so this will be interesting for me to hear. Okay,
I I think it's spring actually. They say you kind of like the season when your birthday is. I was born in spring and I just love it.
okay, so spring is okay, so that's the season that and why are you happy in the spring?
I love like the feeling that the days are getting longer.
The
Um
weather's getting warmer.
yeah, it's getting warmer. There's so many beautiful flowers to see. I love the flowering trees.
Okay.
Um
Okay.
now that I'm done with school, I don't, it used to be like, oh, final exams are looming, but
Right.
now I'm done with that. So no more worries about
So,
that.
so exactly. So you feel better about that.
Yeah.
Okay. AJ, what season are you the happiest?
I don't know that I have one particular season where I'm the happiest because, I kind of like nature and I appreciate all the seasons. I love the change. I really love change from one to the next. If I have to say the least, though, will be, of course, winter because it's so cold and because of the snow and that kind of thing. But
right.
I because I just appreciate the outdoors and the weather. Just says there's different kinds of good weather, kind of.
And that's what I miss by not being up north. I miss the change of seasons. I did as soon as I moved down here. I did, because every day here is the same. It's warm and it's hot. Maybe the winter's a little bit cooler, but yeah, definitely. Okay, so now we're going to go to another question really fast. Jose, tell me who in your life makes you happy and why?
Oh God.
Oh, God does? Okay.
Well, I would have to say my partner in crime.
Okay.
She makes me happy.
Okay, and why does she make you happy?
Because I don't have to do some of the things I don't want to do.
Okay. 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 And you feel happy when you're with this person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. We're moving right on here. Okay. Another question, then we're going to move to something else. Jane, what music do you listen to that makes you happy?
Oh, I like pretty much all music.
Okay.
I really enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there one in particular that makes you happy though?
Yeah, I guess I like 90s rock music. Like I associate it with a certain period of my life.
Okay.
So it's always fun to hear it.
And today I was in the gym and I was telling Jose, my husband Michael's sick. So of course he didn't come upstairs with me. And there was nobody there. And I put on all my old music. I put on the Beach Boys, the Four Seasons. I was like dancing by myself in the gym. I loved it. So music really does make you happy, especially if you can find the music in the time period, that you really are the happiest.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. AJ, fill in this sentence. I am the most happy when.
And I'm surrounded by family, particularly my mom. I miss my mom a lot right now because of the restrictions and so. And then the country, she's in another country, and the borders, in terms of the borders, have been really very, very restricted.
Right.
I've even requested a travel exemption, and I'm still waiting patiently. So but really being with mommy, and because I have concern because she's elderly, so I have concern for her. So I guess it stems from that. But I'm really happy once I could be around to speak with her.
When you're with her. Okay. And one more question, and then we're gonna go to Jose, does eating a certain food make you happy, and what food?
Well, yeah, of course. It would have to be rice and beans. I love rice and beans.
Okay, and why does that make you happy?
Oh, it just reminds me of my mother cooking it, and some family that cooks it, and
okay,
it's just good. It's just back in the day, even my father when he was alive,
and he loved it too.
Yeah, the main plate was always rice and beans.
Yeah. Okay, so that kind of, and that brings back memories when you were a little boy, which were probably good memories that you feel now every time you eat the food. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, AJ, what food makes you happy and why?
I never thought of that actually. I guess anything. My roots, Caribbean food, spicy food, flavorful food, seasoned food.
Colorful food, the Caribbean.
Colorful, that's right, tropical.
So colorful,
All the you know what it is? To be honest with fruits, I like fruits.
I like fruits. Yes. I love the cantaloupes and the honeydews and the pineapple and all. Yeah, me too. I'm like really colorful like that. All right, Jane, what about you, honey? What food makes you happy?
My favorite food is lasagna. I love lasagna.
Oh God, I wish you could come here. my husband Michael makes the best lasagna.
Oh,
if I could just take you all here.
But he's always ship some.
Exactly. I would, but he's very selfish with his food. I would have to mail it to you while he's not looking, But lasagna, why lasagna?
It's always been my favorite. And same thing, like memory, my mom would make that. And when like I decided it was my favorite, she'd always make it on my birthday.
Oh.
So
Are you Italian?
no.
No. Okay, you just kind of like it because it reminds you of your mom.
Yeah.
And you were happy when you were eating it because your mom made it special.
Yeah.
For
Like,
special
so
occasions, right?
thoughtful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Joyce,
Yeah.
Joyce, one thing, don't forget, we have Colleen also online.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where is Colleen?
Thanks a
There
lot.
she-
Oh my God, Colleen, I'm so sorry. I didn't
Don't
even
worry.
realize. Oh my God. Oh, Jose. There goes my next workshop, Colleen.
And no, don't worry, and Maria Clara also.
Oh, see, I don't see. Where's Maria?
Maybe you
He's
want to go
there.
to gallery view so you can see everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can't. Okay, so I would go into view, right?
Yeah, go into view.
Okay, and then
And
go
change-
into gallery view.
Gallery view, you can see everyone.
Oh my God, I feel like an idiot. Okay, hi Colleen, hi Maria. Oh my God, oh I'm so sorry. All right, Miss Colleen, I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to ask Miss Maria a question, and then we're going to go on to some. Oh God. Okay. All right, Miss Colleen. Hold it. Oh, I had a good question that I didn't ask. What animals are you the happiest with? Say that again.
Dogs.
Dogs. Okay. Why did they make you happy?
I don't know. They like to cuddle with you.
They
I grew
do.
up. Our dog always like laid on the sofa and cuddled with you. So
Oh, what was your dog's name?
Rusty,
Oh, how long did you have Rusty for?
like 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time. Do you have a dog now?
No, my partner doesn't seem to like dogs.
Oh, that's too bad. We have to change that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Am I getting a little? Okay, gotcha. All right, because my husband loves cats, and in all the years we're married, I would never let him have a cat. Okay.
I don't think he likes
Oh,
cats.
come on.
Never. I hate cats. He loves cats. I know we're so different. I don't know how we stayed together all these years. Okay, Maria. What movie did you see that made you happy? Probably, during COVID, you saw a lot of stuff on TV. But what movie did you see that made you happy?
She's muted.
Oh, she's muted?
Yeah. So what do we do with that? I can't unmute her.
You
Can
could
I?
ask her to unmute, but it may be, or I'll ask her.
Or could she?
Yeah, ask her. Go
I
ahead.
just asked.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Colleen.
Don't worry about it.
The first time I did Zoom, you don't know, it was so hard for me. I lost so many people. Their pictures, I kept saying, "Where are you going?" "Oh, I'll be right back. I'm going for lemonade." I said, "Okay." And then the next minute, their name and their thing was on up there. Then they were, oh my God, made me crazy until I got.
Oh my God.
So what are we going to do with Maria? Could she type in maybe?
Well, we're just gonna have to wait till she decides she wants to unmute.
Okay, so we can't call on her, correct?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna, let me see.
Maybe you could email her.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go on, guys. All right. So we talked about little things about happiness, like questions that I asked you. And so I'm going to want you to think about this. Do you want to be happy? Well, you might have to give up 7 things. It is not what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about. Everyone wants to be happy. And I truly believe that. You can talk about how happy you want to be, but you do not even seem to do anything about it. If you want to be happy, you don't need to add anything in your life. You need to give up something.
Okay. Bye.
Is Maria on? No?
She's coming.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what are you going to give up? Okay. You're going to give up comparing yourself to others. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. There will always be someone smarter, better looking, and more successful than you. Never. Okay, always. You can never win. So quit comparing yourself to others. It will not make you happy. Instead, focus on yourself. Focus on your strengths, the things that make you an amazing individual. Give up your need to impress others. The day you stop comparing yourself to others is the day you will become much happier. Isn't that interesting? I think that's really interesting. Okay, so you want to give up comparing yourself to others. And I don't know about you guys, but I always compare myself to somebody else. Oh, she's well, I don't do it anymore because I don't know. I don't know why I don't do it, but I used to. Oh, she's prettier and she's smarter. And especially if it's in high school, oh, she's dating the cutest guy and I can't even get the ugliest guy to ask me out, one of those things. But you have to give up comparing yourself to others, because in that way you're going to feel better about yourself and happier. Does that make sense? Kind
Yeah,
of?
but
Yeah,
Joyce, if I may interject, I think
of
it's
course.
tough. I think it's difficult to stop comparing yourself because we're in such a competitive world.
No, we are. But once you compare yourself to somebody else and you really harp on that, you're taking away feeling happy. You're not going to feel happy thinking that, oh my God, he got the promotion. He's smarter than me. Why didn't I get it? How happy are you going to be? You're not going to be happy. He's going to be happy. You know what I mean? So for whatever reason, he got it. You didn't. Okay. So move on, so he, in essence, is taking away your happiness. You see that? So you can't do that. You have to really try hard not to compare yourself to other people,
Right.
because you have to focus on your strengths to make what makes you an amazing individual. So I'm going to do this real quick. Okay. So one word, Miss Jane, what makes you an amazing individual?
Ooh.
One word.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, makes you a, okay.
I guess dedication. I'm very dedicated.
Okay, that makes you an amazing individual. Jose, what makes you an amazing individual?
At this point, compassion towards others.
Okay, yeah, and it's been some year. You know what I mean? That's okay. And AJ, what makes you an amazing person?
I'm unique.
Ah, perfect. Perfect. I could see that. And colorful. Yeah. And Miss Colleen, what makes you an amazing person?
I don't know, loyalty.
Okay, perfect. And Maria, what makes you an amazing person?
Just being myself.
Oh, hi, Maria. Yay,
Hi.
Maria. It's nice to hear you and include you. Oh my God. Okay. So what are you going to give up? You're going to go give up comparing yourself to others. Then you're going to give up negative people. So you cannot expect to live a positive life if you hang out with negative people. We all have them in our lives. They are negative. They complain, they manipulate. You know who they are. Why are you spending time with them? Why are you allowing them to steal your happiness? If you spend time with negative and unhappy people, you will become negative and unhappy. If you spend time with positive and happy people, you have a higher probability of becoming positive and happy. Happy people know that who they surround themselves with can mean the difference between a happy life and a miserable life. So you have to stop wasting your time with negative and unhappy people. And when I think about that, I think of so many people that are married to people that just aren't happy and just are negative and always see the bad things and not the good things, and never say, oh, you look great and you're amazing. And I don't know. I'm just so lucky because I married the best person in the whole world, and he is the best. Well, now he's sick, so he's not really the best, but when he gets better, best. he seriously, complaining all day doesn't feel good. But he's positive. He's my cheerleader. Every time I say, oh God, Michael, I made 40 calls, not one person called me back. Oh, don't worry. Tomorrow's a different day. We'll work on it. Somebody will call you back. You're great at what you do. Of course, I know he has to say these things, but seriously, but he's an amazing person because he's really positive, and he's really positive with me. And Is he positive with every? Yeah, he is. He's really except he is. We were just in North Carolina visiting my family, and he was great. I was very proud of him. He didn't say anything negative about anybody, which was amazing. But that's important, because if I was around somebody that said to me, "Oh, you're I don't know, you're not friendly. I don't like your personality. You're not attractive. Look at her. She's so cute." See, Michael never says that. He always says, "Oh my God, Joyce, you are so cute." He always says these things that I know aren't true, but he says them because he loves me and he's a positive person. And that's who you have to surround yourself with. And not only with him, but with friends. How many friends in your life do you have that like really are negative, and they will just bring you down and not bring you into a positive place? And you don't want to do that. You want to really hang out with people that are positive and that make you feel good, and that give you confidence, and that say you could do it, whatever you want to do, and are fun and laugh. So with that said, I'm going to start with Miss Maria first. Miss Maria, do you have any negative people in your life that you would like to give up today, tonight, right now?
I don't surround myself with negative people.
So you have pretty positive people in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you don't have to give that up. What about you, Miss Colleen?
No, the people who are negative, I stay away from.
You do? Okay. But have you ever had a friend that you've had forever and ever, and all of a sudden this positive, great person turns into this negative person? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Then what do you do with that? You just,
Oh, I don't see her anymore.
oh, I need to talk to you after this workshop. Okay. AJ, what about you, honey? And do you give up negative? Do you have any negative people in your life?
I mean, say negative, because I guess every one of us has some little negative trait or negative outlook from time to time, depending on what is going on with our lives.
Right, right.
So I do have people around me who will exhibit that sometimes more often than I would like.
Okay.
But at the same time, I can't just give them up. I try to work on them in the sense that I try to influence, or just gently nudge and say, "Come, you try to work with each other." I think, because I'm sure I'm not 100% all the time either. So I try to look at it like that.
Okay. Okay, that's perfect. So you still keep them in your life.
Yeah.
You do. Okay, you're a good person. Okay, what about you, Jane? Any negative people in your life?
Well, first, I want to give a shout out to Olga, who was on screen at the beginning, my colleague in the children's room, who's extremely positive and always encourages me. And we work really closely together. So it's so nice to have my children's department partner be such an advocate and cheerleader.
Right, right. And she's a positive person.
Yeah.
And that makes you happy because you work with somebody so positive.
Yeah, I think it really helps me grow too, and take risks with what we do at work, when your partner in your department is going to support you.
Is going to support you and not talk about you and not be negative. Yeah, it makes all the difference. It makes your job a happy place to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what about you, Jose? Do you have any negative people in your life that you would like to give up?
No, actually, I mean, I might have a few negative people throughout my life, but I don't, throw them out the window, because I always feel that
you're like AJ.
Yeah, with time, I mean, if they're gonna, there's been people who've been negative and they're just never gonna change. But I always feel that if I can always, shed a positive light, that maybe one day they'll change. I mean, for a point, I was negative too with certain things, but
really,
yeah, but again, there's been people in my life who are positive, and I've seen differently. I say, okay, you're right. I need to make changes. So I won't throw them out, but I just hope they're able to, down the road, see it for what it is and make changes.
Okay. All right. So in order to be happy, you have to give up comparing yourself to others and negative people. And okay, this is me to a T. You have to give up on your fears. Okay. Where fear is, happiness cannot be found. Fear has the ability to take control of your life. It keeps you from doing things that can kill you. It also prevents you from doing things that make you successful. We all have fears. What are your fears? There is a fear of happiness, and it's called cherry phobia. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so I'm a cherry phobic. Okay. I fear that being happy will cause bad things to happen to them. Okay, in life. So I fear, oh my God, I'm so happy. All these people are calling me for workshops. Um, I'm making extra money. Michael and I are doing all these fun things. Something bad is going to happen. That's what I think, honestly, every day. Okay. So I fear that being this happy, something's going to happen. We have a Jeep. I don't know. Sometimes I fear that don't laugh. The Jeep will just stall out on Las Olas Boulevard in the middle of all these spring breakers, and there'll be a riot, and I won't have a Jeep. I mean, really stupid things. We're surrounded by a tunnel and a bridge to get to our apartment, and I'm always afraid that if I get stuck on the bridge, my Jeep is going to fall into the water. I literally probably have a panic attack because I feel my heart going really fast. Okay. Or the tunnel. What can happen in a tunnel? The tunnel explodes and all the water goes on you. Okay. So see, these are like fears that really make me not happy at that moment. But if you get over them, then you will, you'll have a little bit more happiness. And believe it or not, I have gotten over it. I can go through the tunnel now, listen to the radio, and I say I'm almost out. I see the light, and the water is not going to fall on me. Or if I go to the bridge, I'm not going to fall in. The boat's coming. I'll be fine. Okay, so it's cherry phobia. It's the fear of happiness. Okay. Also, cherry phobics fear that happiness will make them a bad person. They fear that expressing happiness is bad for them and others. They fear that pursuing happiness is bad for them and others. They fear and happiness cannot. They feel that fear and happiness cannot exist at the same time. So fear becomes a problem if it keeps you from being happy. To overcome the hydrophobia, you need to start by taking small steps to reduce your fear. Let yourself feel happy when you've accomplished a hard task. So when I went under the tunnel or I get over the bridge, I am so happy. I think, oh my God, you did it. Look at that. Your Jeep didn't go in the water. The tunnel didn't come down on you. You did it. And I do feel happy. Okay. You learn to enjoy a beautiful day. You enjoy being with friends and family. Once you start being happy with the little things in your life, you will see that you have nothing to fear, and you will allow yourself more happiness. Break the power of fear, and you will begin to live a happier life. And I truly believe that. Yeah, I thought this was so interesting because I read it and I thought, oh my God, that is so me. Oh, so me to a T. I swim every morning. Our building has a pool up on the 31st floor. So I used to swim at the gym, but because of COVID, I don't go to the gym anymore. So I swim upstairs. And so what do I fear? Oh my God, I'm going to drown. Now, how stupid is that? I'm a really good swimmer. There's walls all over. Do you see what I mean? So that takes away from me having a great swim. So I said, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to think about that. And I don't think about it. I swim in the rain. Today I swam in the wind. It was about 45 miles an hour. The wind was taking me from place to place, but I wasn't fearful at all. Okay, so let me ask you this question. Miss Maria, are you a cherry phobia person or not?
Not at all.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I wish I was like you.
I'm a very happy person, honestly. I rather to be happy, so I'm a very happy person no matter what.
Okay, so you're not a cherry phobia. All right. Colleen, what about you?
I think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. AJ, what about you?
I'm not.
Oh my God, I'm the only one here that
No,
is.
I'm not.
Okay, Jane?
I think I'm more fearful about change sometimes. I
Okay.
don't know.
Does that make you, are you unhappy when you change?
It's stressful
Okay.
a bit.
Okay.
I don't know. So maybe I'll stay in like a situation where I'm not as happy as I could be because like
because
the
you're afraid.
alternative is
Yeah.
scarier.
Yeah. Well, that's a fear right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. And the only way to get over the fear is to make the change and see that you're happy.
Yeah.
Because it's not good to stay in a place that you're not happy, because once you're not happy, it's not a good thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, there's health. Yeah, a lot of health issues can happen. We're gonna get to that. Okay, Jose, tell me you're a cherry phobia person. Probably
Oh,
not.
I am. I'm the
Oh,
worst. Yeah, I'm the
not
worst.
not as bad as me.
No, the thing is that and someone told me that just recently here in the library is that
Yeah.
I think about things a bit too much.
Oh, okay.
And when I think about them, then the fear sets in. And then, for no reason at all, I'm worrying about things that it's not there.
Okay.
And I've had to look at it and just breathe and just try to relax because there's really nothing there. It's just my mind playing games with me.
Okay, and then that fear also could bring unhappiness. You're not very happy
Yeah.
when that happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's a
Exactly.
yeah, well, at least one person's a cherry phobia besides me. Okay, all right.
I think AJ has a question.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Actually, to Jane's point, because from what I want to just be sure that I did not misunderstand you, because what I
Okay.
heard you say is that yes, she acknowledged there's a fear, but I didn't think it was cherry phobia though. In Jane's case.
In Jane's, well, it kind of is, because if she's afraid to make a change, okay, let's just say her job wasn't so great, okay? And she could probably make a change into a better job, and she was afraid to do that. Yeah, because she would maybe be really happier in the other job. And because she's staying in the job that she's at, she's not a really happy person. So there's that fear there.
But isn't the fear the fear of change, or you just, I'm a little, it's blurred for me. So I'm trying to understand the distinction.
It's a fear. Cherry phobia is a fear of happiness or an aversion to happiness, and it's something that stops you from being happy. Okay. You're afraid maybe to live with somebody that you've been dating because you're just so afraid of the commitment. But that could make you happy, you see? And by not doing it, you're not really happy because you really want to be with the person. You see what I mean? So it's a fear. It's an aversion to happiness. And cherry phobias, they fear happiness. They really don't want, I mean, do I want to get through the tunnel? Yeah. Do I want to get through the bridge? Yeah. Do I want to be happy doing it? Yeah. But it takes a lot of work. You know what I mean? It's stressful. Do you see that part, AJ?
Yeah. I guess I have to just, analyze it a little more in my head, but yeah.
Okay.
Conceptually.
All right. So what else could you want to give up? Give up on your negative self-talk. Never give a negative thought an inch or it'll take a mile. Negative self-talk will never lead you to happiness. If you want to be happy, you need to get rid of negative self-talk. Change your thinking and turn negative thought into positive. Don't say, I will never be successful. Say, I will find a way to make this work. I can't do this. Say, you know what? I'm going to learn to do this. This is impossible. Say, you know what? It's not that hard. I'm going to give it a try. You can change the way you talk about yourself. You could learn to be kind and encouraging to yourself. Start by not saying anything to yourself that you would not say to your best friends. Okay. And some of the most common forms of negative self-talk include filtering, when you increase the negative and decrease the positive things in your life; personalizing, when you blame yourself for things that have gone wrong. I always do that. Okay. Polarizing, when you only see things as black and white, and then you never could really see things outside the box. And catastrophizing, when you expect the worst in every situation. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that really get into a situation and they say, oh my God, it's going to be terrible, instead of saying, oh my God, it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. I'm going to do great. You see what I mean? So yeah.
Joyce, I got a question.
Yep.
With being a yes man, always saying yes to things, right? Because of the fear of letting people down.
Right.
how do you stop saying yes all the time?
Well, you have to like practice it, maybe with your partner, you know, and and just, you know, say sometimes no, you know, it's this is not the way it's going to be, you know, because it doesn't make me happy. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you know, there's a lot of things that my husband Michael does that doesn't make me happy, and I tell him that, you know, you need to work on it and change it, because in order for you to have a happy life, you have to have a happy wife. That's what I always say to him. You know, so he's heard it all from me, you know, a lot of times. But you have to really, you know, work on that, Jose, you
Yeah,
know, because you don't want to do that. Because if it doesn't make you happy, why would you do that? You know,
right.
you have to think of yourself. Sure, you want, sure, I want my husband Michael to be happy in my relationship. But if there's things that he's doing that aren't making me happy, no, that's not going to work. You know, it has to be kind of like you know, a kind of like a blend there. You know, and I think after so many years, he's given up. He just tries to make me happy now because he knows the alternative is is worse. You know. All right. Is that okay? Can we move on?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So, what are you going to, oh God. Okay. What are you going to give up? Oh, this is great. Give up on your past. Just because someone screwed up your past, just because someone screwed up your past does not mean you should give them permission to screw up your future. See, I like that. We all have a past. It can be filled with good experiences, or it can be filled with a bunch of negative stuff that is making you unhappy. If you don't want your future to look like your past, you have to let go of the baggage that is holding you back. Let go of the negative people. Once you do that, a huge weight will be lifted off your shoulders and you will feel lighter. You'll be able to be happier. It'll lighten your load and you'll just feel better. Remember, the past looks better than your present, but the present is all you have. So the moment is the future that you've always dreamed of. Isn't that? I think that's good. Okay. So remember,
Yeah.
the past looks better than your present. And sometimes my past does look better than my present, but the present sometimes is all that you have. But the moment is the future that you've always dreamed of. Right. And that's what you really have to go for. Okay. Okay. And another part that you need to give up is giving up on living other people's dreams. Way too many people spend their lives living other people's dreams. They're living dreams of their parents or the dreams of their friends or even the dreams of someone they don't know. They are so busy trying to live up to other people's dreams for their life. They're not living their own life. They don't know what makes them happy, what they want, what they need. You only have one life and you must live it on your own terms. Find what dreams make you happy, not someone else's. And you know, what I think about this is when I was in high school and I was in college, I went to school in Boston, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And my mother just kept saying, "Oh God, Joyce, be a teacher. They have great hours, you know, all this stuff. You get a pension, blah blah blah. Um, you get home after 3 o'clock," which I never did. And then I did become a teacher. I was a special ed teacher for 10 years, and I found it wasn't making me happy anymore. You know, I adored the kids. I liked it in the beginning, but I wanted to do other things and I wanted to go out and try other things. And you know, maybe that was my mom's dream for me, but that wasn't really what I wanted to do. You know, so I got out and I did other things. I worked at Toys R Us. I became an employment specialist. Um, you know, and I kind of feel bad that I listened to my mother with that dream, because if I wasted kind of a lot of years doing that, you know. Actually, I always wanted to be a detective and work on cold case.
Oh, wow.
That's really what I want. Every time I meet a cop outside, I always say, "Oh my God, this is what I like." Well, it's not too late for you. Maybe they think I'm a little younger. I said, "Oh, it's really too late for me. I can never do that." But yeah, I always wanted, I'm really interested in crime. And I always wanted to work on cold cases and figure out why somebody did something and where they are and try to find them. And you know, my husband always says, "Oh God, Joyce, what do you think you're on Law?" It's not like Law and Order. You know, you romanticize it, but it's tough. You'd have to carry a gun. I say, no, I would work in the in the office. You know, but yeah, so you know, give up on do what you really want to do. You know, it's kind of too late for me to be a detective now, but you know, find your own dreams, because that's what's going to make you happy. Even in a relationship, if somebody's unhappy with their job, they need to get out of it and find something that's going to make them happy. And I know sometimes it's the money and you can't do that, but you need to try. You need to stay in your job and then, look for other things, because your happiness is really the most important. Okay. And also give up on seeking the approval of others. We all want to be liked, but too many of us are living your lives based on the approval of others. We spend our lives trying to please others by living up to their expectations. And you don't want to do that. You want to live up to your expectations, not somebody else's, because you want to make yourself happy. And to tell you the truth, sometimes people can't make other people happy, but you can make yourself happy. You guys
Yeah.
kind of got that? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you have any advice for like going about like the process of figuring out what your dream is, or what exactly makes you happy? It's a silly question, but
I know. I just think, Jane, that you just have to think about it. At one time I was married to my husband Michael, and of course I was teaching, and I so desperately was unhappy. And I had just lost my mother. I was turned 30, and yeah, my mother died of pancreatic cancer, and I was devastated. But I remember my mother always said to me, for education, your father and I will pay for anything. Okay. So my dream, and then forget being a cop, because, I wasn't sure I really, I don't know. I just didn't pursue that. But I was young. I was 30. I figured I could change careers. And I wanted to go to law school. And I asked my dad, and I said, I know I could do it if I got a tutor to help me with the LSATs. I'm really bad at tests, but if I could pass the LSATs, I know I would pass the courses. You know what I mean? And then I could work as an attorney for like the poor, and that's really why I wanted to be a detective, because I always wanted to help people. And my father said, I'm not paying for school. I said, but that's kind of my dream now, to go to law school. He said, and I said, that's not what mommy said. She said she'd pay for anything. Well, your mother's not around anymore, so there went my dream. Could I have taken out money? Probably, but I didn't want to do that to Michael. And it would have been a lot of money. I would have had to get a tutor with the LSATs, and then to get into law school, and I don't know. But you have to kind of do what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? You have to think of things that you would really make you happy. Yeah, and that, because that's the whole thing. You want to, you want to be happy, and nobody can do that for you. You have to do that to yourself. And an amazing thing happens when you stop seeking approval and validation. You find it. Okay. So are there any questions about things that you should give up? Maria, how are you doing there?
No, actually, no. I'm okay. I really have a very content life. Listen,
Okay.
I've been in search of this for years and years. I've been in this path for so many years that it's just like I always did what I wanted to do, even when my parents didn't want me to do.
See,
I
you
was
were
in
good
university.
for you.
Yes, I was studying education, preschool education, because I love kids and I like
Okay.
kids. But I wanted to dance. So I quit university and I left my home. I went to another city because I wanted to dance.
Okay.
My parents didn't want me to dance,
But
but
you did it anyway.
I did it anyway. And I know that like I fight with them and nothing like that. I just, so, but they, at the end they accepted. And then after that, when I just became independent, so what I used to do,
It's almost ending. Nope.
Yeah. Come on, Maria. Yeah.
yeah, when I got independent, what I was doing, I was teaching to dance to kids.
If you want to.
I was doing everything that when I was dancing, I was teaching, I was working with kids,
But that
and
was,
I was very successful. I was very successful. So,
and that made you happy, right? If you
oh
just,
yeah,
if
no,
you
like I
just
said,
stuck with,
I'm a
right.
very happy person. I'm very content with my life. I'm
That's
okay.
great.
I'm really okay.
But the thing is, with the kids, you made it like kind of your parents' dream, because that's what they wanted you to do. But you added your own with the dancing, right?
yeah, no, actually, yes. Actually, my parent, because one of the things that I wanted to study, I wanted to be a doctor,
Right, right,
but I decided not to do it. That was my choice. I did,
right,
like I said, I've been very focused on this. I
right,
did it because I wanted a big family. And I said,
right,
if I'm a doctor, that is going to take a lot of time for and I want a big family.
right,
So
right,
I said, no, I'm not going to do this. So
right,
that's why. So, like I said, and they wanted to pay, they would be happy for me to be a doctor. They
right,
didn't want
right,
to be a
right.
dancer. But like I said, they accepted, and right now, it was. I had the best life that
Oh, and right now they're happy that you're happy,
oh yeah, oh no, yes, oh yes.
right? Right. Oh, definitely.
They
Okay.
totally are behind me.
All right, guys, the time's running. Oh God, just my thing just went past the floor there. Okay, so I'm going to talk about now why happiness is good for your health. Happiness and good health go hand in hand. Scientific studies have been finding that happiness can make our hearts healthier, our immune system stronger, and we can live longer lives. Happiness and good health are both in a relationship that is worth seeking for your stronger being. And here are some reasons why happiness is a great motivator for your health. Okay, happiness protects your heart. A study found that happiness predicts lower heart rate and blood pressure. It has also uncovered a link between happiness and another measure of heart health, heart rate variability, which refers to the time interval between heartbeats and is associated with risk for various diseases. The participants who rated themselves as happiest on that day that their hearts were tested had a healthier pattern of heart variability on that day. So if you're happy, it protects your heart. Happiness strengthens your immune system. There is a very definite link between happiness and a stronger immune system. If you are happy and you are finding yourself in a good, healthy relationship, chances are you will get fewer illnesses and you will stay healthy. This is due to the fact that you are happy and feeling good about yourself and life in general. Your immune system will work with you and protect you. Okay? All right. Happiness combats stress. Stress is not only upsetting on a psychological level, but also triggers biological changes in our hormones and blood pressure. Happiness seems to change these effects and help us to recover more quickly. Yes, you can be stressed out, but if you are happy and have a positive attitude, your stress level will come down and you will not feel as bad. You will be able to cope better with your problems. And at the end, when I wanted to get out of teaching, I had a terrible, terrible year and I was totally, totally, totally stressed out. And I got a cold every week. I broke out with hives on my face. I started losing my hair. Okay, I don't have a lot of hair. All right. Yeah, because I wasn't happy and I was so stressful. Okay, so that's not a good place to be, because when you're that stressed out, you can't really be that happy. And then I think bad things would happen to you. Okay, happy people have fewer aches and pains. Unhappiness can be painful in so many ways. There was a study completed that people who had the most aches and pains were not very content in their life. The people that were happier and more positive seemed to have less pains and were able to cope more with this. Their positive energy came through and they felt better than the people with the negative energy who were unhappy. So I think that's kind of interesting. Happiness combats disease and disability. Happiness is associated with improvements in a more severe long-term conditions as well. As we become older, we become frailer. This becomes an issue with strength, endurance, balance, and an early death. They have found that people who are elderly and have happy relationships, good family support, and friends that are happy with their lives were less likely to have these issues. The happiness that they felt helped to make them stronger. Okay, and happiness lengthens our lives. Researchers truly believe that being a positive person and being happy with your life can lead to a longer lifespan. Happiness does influence your health, and a happier you will be a healthier you too. And you got to remember that not every day is a happy day, but if you have a happy attitude, you will feel healthier and stronger. So, happiness has a lot to do with your health. If you are unhappy, a lot of things can really go wrong. If you're not like I wasn't happy with my job, and my health was not good. I got sick a lot. I broke out with spots all over my face. I got really thin. I didn't want to eat. I was a runner. That's the only thing I did was run, and that made me happy. But I also lost a tremendous amount of weight. Because I was in a bad place. I wasn't in a happy place. And that really could affect your health. You're in a bad marriage. I mean, how happy could you be then? You're going to get, there's so many health issues you can get. You could start to become stressed out. You could start eating more. You could start drinking. You could start maybe doing drugs, gambling. There's all sorts of things. So if you're happiness is really good for your health. Okay. Okay, so I know we're running out of time, so I want to try to get this in too. What are the habits of incredibly happy people? Okay, so when you see people that are really happy, what are they doing maybe that you should be doing because you're not really that happy? Okay, the first is think of yourself less. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Find a happy middle ground, focusing more on betterment of yourself for the sake of those around you rather than for your own ego. So they're saying if you, a lot of people that are very, 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 very happy think of themselves less and think of other people more. Okay. And, so that's kind of interesting. Be busy, but not rushed. Research shows that feeling rushed is one way to street to success and unhappiness. Less and less people cannot find the happy medium of being just busy enough. Strive for a productive life at a comfortable pace. This would mean finding the balance, and you might have to say no, Jose, to some things. Okay. So that was for you. So be busy, but not rushed. So in other words, an incredibly happy person is a person that's busy. And I really, really believe that it's really important to be busy and to have things in your life that make you happy. And everybody that gets up in the morning needs to have, what's the word I'm looking for? God. And you need to have a plan. You need to have something that you want to accomplish during the day. I mean, something that's going to make you to want to get out of bed, that's going to kind of make you happy, because it's important to be busy. It's important to do different things, because if you sit home all day and you don't do anything, you're not going to be a very happy person. So I think the more things in your life that you're busier with, the happier you will be. And I know that I definitely speak from experience with that. Okay. Have close relationships. Of course, relationships are the most important thing when it comes to overall life satisfaction for most people. Having a close group of people in your life can keep you happy for life. Also, you can live longer. National surveys find that when someone claims to have 5 or more friends with whom they can discuss important problems with, they are 60% more likely to say they are very happy. Isn't that interesting? So I have a lot of close relationships. So Jane, do you have a lot of close relationships in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Colleen?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. Maria?
I don't have a lot, but the ones that I have are very strong.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Miss AJ, what about you?
I do.
You do. You do. Okay. And Jose?
I got a question. I do have, well, the thing is, I like to talk to my kids. I like to talk to my family. I talk to everybody actually here in the library all the time.
Okay. Okay.
But my question is, can you be too busy?
It's never, no, yeah, you could be, but then you'd have to find out what you want to take off your plate, but I think it's really important to do something during the day that will make you happy, to surround yourself with things that will give you a sense of happiness and a sense of purpose, and being busy, I think, does that. I could have very well said after I was an employment specialist, I'm not going to do anything anymore. Well, it's a whole nother story. My husband left his job with the county. He could have played tennis all day. I said, oh, no. That doesn't make me happy. You need to go out and find a part-time job, but that didn't make him happy. So then of course he stopped doing that. But being busy is very important. It is. And, I just think it's when you're not busy, I think things could go wrong, and put you into not such a happy place. Okay. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are the habits of incredibly happy people? Be proactive about your relationships. This applies to all relationships. Here are some tips. Regularly check in with good friends. Celebrate the good things in your life, letting them know through active and constructive listening. Don't always talk about yourself. Studies show people love hearing themselves talk and talking about themselves. So let other people do the talking. Taking care of yourself is a part of taking care of others. I will take care of me for you if you will take care of you for me. Okay. So an incredibly happy person is going to move beyond the small talk. Deep conversations are really important with people that you care for, with close friends and family, and which explains why close relationships are important for happiness. Treat yourself. If there's something that you like to do it. I'm not saying to spend $1 million in a day, but research has shown that you truly need to have small wins along the way in order to be truly happy. And, when I think of this, I would think about when I used to go to work in the morning, I would go to the gym, and then on the way to work, I would go to Starbucks and get a latte, because the latte really made me happy. Whether I'd go to work probably didn't make me happy. But knowing that I'd have the latte put me into, and then I'd go and everybody would quit their job. And of course I wasn't happy anymore. But going in the gym and having the latte, it was a very happy experience for me every morning. Okay. Okay. And the most important thing with people, about incredibly happy people, is they plan fun and they laugh. People that are happy laugh and plan fun activities. They smile, love to laugh. Happiness is a sunny personality that most people have. And it's really important to laugh, and it's really important to have fun, because I think that would make you happy.
I'm always laughing.
You're always laughing.
I'm always laughing.
When I cold called to this job and I got Jose on the phone, I thought, oh my God, he's an incredibly happy person. He probably does not even need this work. I didn't tell him that because I wanted the work. But yeah, but he was, right? We talked about Fort Lauderdale. We talked about flip-flops. We laughed. Yeah. So, that's an incredibly happy person. Okay. Okay, observe happiness in others. Research suggests that the best way to predict how much we will enjoy an experience is to see how much someone else enjoyed it. In other words, learning about someone else's experience is a far better way for us to internally evaluate if we will enjoy it as well. If you observe other people being happy and enjoying life, you will become a happier person. And I think happiness rubs off on other people. So if you have a partner that's really happy, I really think you kind of would get in there. You would smile and laugh, and and just feel that you could get to that happy place. And I think everybody has a happy place. I don't have time to go into that, but there's so much. There are, oh God. Okay, here we go. I found also some really good quotes, so I'm just going to read like 2 or 3 about happiness. Okay. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, for every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Isn't that great? Okay. Ernest Hemingway said, happiness in an intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. There's nothing like deep breaths after laughing that hard. Nothing in the world like a sore stomach for the right reasons. And that's so true. When I make Michael laugh, my husband laugh, it just makes me happy because he laughs at all my stuff that aren't even funny, but it makes me feel happy that I can get him to, even if it's the same thing, the same stupid games that he plays with me. And I hate him, but I know it makes him happy. So I do it, because it's something that I know will rub off on him, and he'll smile and he'll laugh. And believe me, it's the same game for the last 25 years. Okay. Charles M. Schultz said, happiness is a warm puppy. There's one other good one. If more of us valued food and cheer and strong above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world. All happiness depends on is courage and work. The best way to cheer yourself is to try to cheer someone else up. That's a great one. You know, when somebody's not happy and you can make them happy and laugh, boy, you've really done something great. Learn to value yourself, which means fight for your happiness. And actually, this is my husband's favorite book, The Count of Monte Cristo. And Alexander Dumas says, I am not proud, but I am happy. And happiness blinds, I think, more than pride. So anyway, I want to thank you so much for being here because you guys made me very happy that I could. I hope you're happy because I would hate for you not to be happy. And Colleen and Maria, I'm so sorry that I didn't, that I didn't zoom you in. I don't know what happened to me with that, but I really feel that everybody can find the happiness. You just have to kind of look for it. And if you really see people in your life that don't make you feel good, that are negative, just, I hate to say this, but I really have just gotten rid of a lot of friends because of that. I have, because, they're just, they're not nice and they say not nice things to me. And and they kind of like don't wish me good things. And a friend should wish somebody good things because
Yes, exactly.
like I want Michael to have all the happiness and everything in the world because I love him and I want him to be happy. I don't want him to be sad. I don't want to see that with any of my friends. And if I can make them happy, I try, but sometimes I don't. And if I feel that there's somebody in my life that's really bringing me down, you know what? I stop answering their calls. I don't text them anymore. I don't, and nowadays it's easy to do that. When you used to have a landline, it was hard because the phone was ringing. Now I just put the ringer off. I don't even hear them. But I want to thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And just be happy because life is really short. And every day that you get up is another day to really, thank God that you're there and, and that you can make maybe somebody else happy or make yourself happy. And if you're in a bad situation and you're not happy, get out because life is too short. That's what I think. One day you look at yourself and you say, oh my God, where did it go? I was just, I look at myself as I was just 30 years old. I just asked my father if I can go to law school. That's how the time just went so fast, but I
Joyce,
still want to be a detective. Yeah.
Joyce, do you know that song? If you're happy, if you know.
If you're happy, if you know, and clap your hands. Yeah, that's what I used to do in my special ed class, Jose. What about this song? If you're, what did Michael say to me today? Oh, the song with, if you're happy, don't marry a beautiful girl. Get yourself an ugly wife. You know that song? Right, Miss AJ, what is that song? How does that go? I don't remember.
Does AJ know? AJ, do you know?
Never make a pretty woman your wife.
Never make a pretty woman your life. Da, 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 da. Right.
Yep.
Make an ugly girl. Right. I just heard that in the gym on the radio. I said, "Oh my God, this would be so perfect for the." But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much, Miss Maria. I thank you, Miss Colleen, Miss AJ, Jane, and thank you so much, Jose, for taking.
Joyce, I want to tell you, you're the best, and we will be talking. I appreciate it very, very much because I took a lot from this hour, and I'm gonna do my best to. And I know it's very difficult because I'm crazy all by myself, but I need to be more happy, and keep happiness in my life.
Oh, definitely. And smile and have fun. I'm telling you, every time Michael plays those stupid games, I don't want to play. These word games, and I don't want to do it. And I do it because I want him to be
Joyce.
happy. Yeah.
Joyce, I think you need to have Michael with you also when you present.
No, Michael's in the second bedroom right now, probably sleep. Yeah, he got sick. We just went to North Carolina for 4 days to visit my family, and I think, oh my God, we just never slept. We just took, first of all, traveling's tough.
Yeah, it is.
The airports, and then wearing the mask, and I think he just got sick.
Okay.
Oh.
So, but
thank you again.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And Jose, I better hear
Yes.
from you because I'm not going to be a happy work.
Okay, thank you.
I promise, Joyce.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
We'll be in
Oh,
contact.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much.
everybody.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
God.
All right, 5.